I see we have the ego of the older generation rearing their ugly heads, right? So what I mean is we're all getting older, and we're all watching people get older. We have every opportunity while we're watching these people get older to not interfere with their life as much as we possibly can, and yet we have no choice in our minds because we feel like we have an obligation or some type of duty to interfere and set these people on a straight path, on a right path. I'm not saying you're not supposed to. I'm saying that the percentage level of people trying their best to mitigate, and I get that's what you feel you need to do. You feel as an older generation, because I'm saying is, I feel like that generation isn't too far from, like, isn't that many years ahead from where I'm at. And I don't want to make the mistake of just like, I don't want to be a bitter man. I don't want to be bitter when it comes to women. I also don't want to be bitter, well, really when it comes to anything, but I'm saying specifically to children and how they choose to live their lives and what they choose to see and make a difference for. I put the ego of the older generation. If they're making trends to get people walking, let them. Whatever it takes. I get you need to let them know. Now, if these people want to be retarded, let them be retarded. And I gotta say it like that because, look, when it comes to the older people, right, the other generations, at some point, somebody told you that you were retarded, that you were dumb, you didn't know nothing, whatever the case, you ain't have it, you know what I mean? And they did. They knew what they were doing. They had all the information from the previous generation to slide over into the zeitgeist or whatever you want to call it they're in today, in their time. And they did have it together for the most part. Also, they had no idea, no clue what they were doing either. But they had it the most together for the time they thought that they were in at that time. Time moves forward. It never stays, it's always constant. Everything is moving. We as entities are in a constant movement, right? So nothing's going to stay. But people have this mindset like it's going to stay until they realize that it was never there in the first place and it was always moving out of their way. And then they go, oh man, what happened? I'm old and gray and I'm still trying to tell these old crazy kids to get off my lawn. You know what I mean? And before you know, you're like, what the hell happened? Life happening, and it kept happening, and you thought that it was going to stop for you, and it didn't. So what I mean is that these people are going to make mistakes, and they're going to try to find their ways through those mistakes to their solutions. Now, if their solution is to get people out here and to make them think that walking with zero distractions or entertainment, just getting up and going outside and walking. I thought about that as I was watching that video, and I thought it was pretty interesting. It's like, I get that you're bringing awareness, but the main reasons why you're bringing awareness is to let these people know that they're ridiculous human beings. Why are you going outside with no phone and trying to say that now this is a new trend, silent walking, and but if, like, my point is, if that's the case, let them throw that trend out there. If it gets us all off of it, why not let them have it? Why not, if anything, bolster them, bring them up, help them? Because even though you think you're helping by bringing awareness by making the video, it's still the purpose of what the roots are. Where, you know what I'm saying? Where is that energy coming from to bring out those leaves, to bring out that tree? Where are you getting it from? And so if it's not for an actual benefit, and if it's just for, well, you are retarded, and I know more than you, and I'm older, so shut up, and you don't know that we used to walk without phones way back when, don't you know that we're no longer like that, or whatever, again, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what people, man. So, what I mean is if you have a trend that is going to get these kids, these people off of their phones, electronics, and get them to go outside, if that's the idea, then let's not make it not cool. What reasons do you have to criticize a group because they look like they don't know what they're doing? Like, oh no, you're making a trend to go outside without your phone? What else do they do? If they know, not saying that this is what they know, but if they know for a fact who their friends are, they're turning themselves on their own generation first, but in a right way, to where they know, oh, these people like trends. I know my friend group likes to do parties and this, that, and the third. I know if I can get them to go on the internet and see that this new thing is a trend, regardless of how dumb it looks, it's a trend. We're creating it again. We're getting people outside so they don't have to sit in their house all day. I like it. Screw it. You know what I'm saying? But to criticize it because, we used to, just not have electronics 40, 50, 60 years ago like that. We just didn't have it like that. So we had to go outside and find something to do. It's like, well, that's not the case anymore. So what do you want these kids to do about it? Because you can't stop it. And I think it's hilarious that, if a baby or some type of little girl or something is cute enough, she gonna get it out of you. He gonna get it out of you. They gonna get them little pockets of nugget cuteness and rage and weirdness and just stop, dude. Can you breathe and be? Can you just breathe and be? You can't. I get it. They gonna get you, and they gonna make you buy it, and you gonna buy that too. You gonna get the movie. You gonna get the show. You gonna get the toy. You gonna get the whatever. It don't matter. And especially if you got it like that. And I know there's a lot of people in this country that got it like that. Clearly, somebody's buying up these iPhones, tablets, computers, monitors, laptops. Somebody's buying them up, all the apps and everything. You got to pay for a lot of apps. Somebody's buying them. You know what I mean? So, who? Who else is buying it? You know what I mean? The kids can't do it. Unless they got it like that because they came up on their own, and then okay, whatever. But then that's not even the case. So the parents are getting it. The parents are setting these kids up to then criticize them. To go, are you getting your friends to go outside to make a trend because they don't go outside enough, and now I got a problem with that because I didn't say it first, because I didn't put it out there first. That was a good idea. I probably just think that's a really good idea, but now I'm going to have to capitalize on it by saying that it's dumb. It's dumb to want to go outside and walk. It's like, and it's only dumb because they didn't come up with the idea that now this silent walking thing is a thing. You know what I'm saying? They didn't come up with it. They yelled at somebody for 30, 40 years, however long, 20 years. They yelled at somebody to go outside, be somebody. And they got nothing out of it. And then somebody goes, silent walking's a thing. And then they go outside and walk. And so see, boom, or whatever. Even if they record, I don't know. But they're doing it. And then, like I said, that's cool for me. I like it, so. So let them have it. If it helps, it helps. Let it help. Word.